Ukraine continues to neutralize Russian invaders. Frontline events, March 28th through 30th, 2026. Over the past 3 days, from March 28th to March 30th, 2026, the Russo-Ukrainian war remained exceptionally intense. According to official data from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, AFU, this brief period alone saw 523 combat engagements, while estimated Russian personnel losses amounted to approximately 3,200 troops. The enemy concentrated its heaviest pressure not uniformly along the entire front line, but on several pivotal sectors, primarily the Pokrovsk, Kostiantynivka, and Huliaipole directions. Overall, Russia's losses exceeded 1,000 servicemen per day over these 3 days. Essentially, Russia is losing a full-strength brigade every 3 days and a division every week. The efficiency of Ukraine's defense forces is striking. March 28th, a day of intense assaults. March 28th was one of the most difficult days of this period. The General Staff recorded 236 combat engagements in 24 hours. The hottest spot was the area around Pokrovsk, Rodinske, and Mirnograd, where Ukrainian units halted 57 assaults. Kostiantynivka direction. The enemy conducted 27 attacks near Kostiantynivka, Pleshchivka, Sofiivka, and Kuchery Yar. Huliaipole sector. Extremely dense pressure was reported near Huliaipole, Varvarivka, Mirno, Huliapoliska, and Zaliznichne, with 33 attacks recorded. Dnipro direction. Russians attempted operations near the Antonovka Bridge. By the end of the day, the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine estimated enemy losses at 1,360 personnel. Simultaneously, the Russian army continued targeting the Ukrainian rear. On the night following March 28th, the enemy launched 442 drones of various types. Air defense forces neutralized 380 of them. In response, the Ukrainian side struck back. AFU aviation hit 8 clusters of Russian troops, ending the day not just with defensive successes, but with counteractions into the enemy's tactical depth. March 29th. Sustained pressure. On March 29th, the intensity on the front decreased slightly, though the fighting remained grueling. There were 147 combat engagements. Again, the main blow fell on the Pokrovsk direction, where defenders repelled 51 assaults in the areas of Bilitske, Rodinske, and Mirnograd. Kostiantynivka direction. 26 more attacks were conducted near Kostiantynivka, Pleshchivka, Sofiivka, and Kuchery Yar. Oleksandrivka and Huliaipole sectors, 10 attacks each. The Ministry of Defense estimated enemy losses for the day at 870 soldiers. That night, Russian forces attacked Ukraine with 164 strike drones and a ballistic missile. Air defense forces neutralized 150 of the drones. Meanwhile, the Air Force, EW units, and mobile fire groups continued to exhaust Russian strike potential. Ukrainian aviation also struck 3 manpower clusters and a drone control point. March 30th. Deep strikes and logistics. The front line remained tense on March 30th, with 140 combat engagements recorded. The Pokrovsk axis, Toretske, Mirnograd, Rodinske, and Molodetske remained the most challenging, with 29 Russian assaults repelled. Kostiantynivka direction. 17 attacks near Kostiantynivka, Ilinyevka, and Sofiivka. Huliaipole direction. 10 attacks in the areas of Huliaipole, Bilogiria, Starukrayinka, and Zaliznichne. Russian losses for the day totaled another 970 troops. Amidst these battles, Ukrainian forces continued deep strikes. The General Staff reported hits on the Alchevsk metallurgical plant in occupied Luhansk region, a military echelon train near Svitlovivka, and an S-400 launcher near Vardiske in occupied Crimea. On the night following March 30th, Russia launched another massive drone attack, 289 UAVs, of which 267 were intercepted. The Kremlin's reaction. A separate development during these days was Moscow's reaction to Ukrainian strikes on Russian infrastructure. Following attacks on the Ust-Luga port hub on the Gulf of Finland, Russian officials reported damage, a fire, and the deployment of additional firefighting forces. By March 31st, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov stated that Russia would respond if Ukraine used the airspace of other states to attack Baltic ports. The Kremlin also admitted that even reinforced protection of critical infrastructure does not offer a 100% security guarantee, confirming that Ukrainian strikes are highly effective and painful for the Russian leadership. Summary. Throughout March 28th through 30th, Ukrainian forces did more than just hold the line. They conducted several successful local counterattacks. Notable progress was recorded on the approaches to Kostiantynivka, the Huliaipole sector, and the Lyman direction, where the defense forces improved their tactical positions. The bottom line: Russia continues its attempts to overwhelm Ukrainian defenses on key land routes, primarily the Pokrovsk, Rodinske, Mirnograd corridor. However, Ukraine is meeting this mass assault strategy with endurance, effective air defense, and precision strikes against the enemy's military machine, logistics, and industrial assets. Separately, on March 31st, another high-profile incident occurred on Russian territory. A powerful explosion and fire at the Nizhny-Kamsk Neftekhim petrochemical plant in Tatarstan. At least 2 people were killed and dozens were injured. The official version provided by the Russian side cites equipment failure and a gas mixture explosion. Karma continues to haunt the Russian petrochemical industry. Plants and ports just don't stop exploding and burning. Every crime must be punished. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Stay on the side of good. Glory to Ukraine.